Hello, everyone. I'm Rock Kabatka with Orioles manager Buck Showalter, the first edition of Buck's blog for 2014. And Buck,
It's pretty exciting, huh?
it is, isn't it?
For you.
You knew there was something special when you walked into the ballpark today. Looking back on opening day, was that one of the more emotional openers you've been a part of?
I don't know, Rock. I'm not one of those guys that says this is the greatest play ever and this was the most this, and because it's not really respectful for to other great moments, but it was right up there with it because I think the weather, we had been underneath seemed like a snowstorm watch forever here, and even in the off season, and it was like the day broke and the rain went away, and I think everybody was just glad to. I think we associate opening day with so many things in our lives, not just us that are in the locker room, but also fans and just the whole gamut of the year. And it's I noticed the birds started coming back to the bird feeders at my house, and everything kind of it's that time. It's baseball.
Nelson Cruz, of course, breaks a tie with a home run in the seventh inning. What's a bat like that do for this lineup?
Well, we'll see. Uh, Opening day, it was good. We needed it. I think the biggest thing is we only gave up one run. Everything that happened. We played good defense and we pitched well. And I had some people asking me what was wrong with Tillman. Tillman was outstanding. He had good stuff. His command was good. The foul balls. I mean, I heard somebody critiquing. That he was all over the place. He had good command. He had good stuff. And most times that'll give you 7 or 8 innings. He does that every time out. We're going to have some fun with him this summer. So I was impressed. I think the biggest thing, Nelly had a big hit because we held him to 1 run.
And I know he brings a reputation of the bat, but what about the glove? You were talking about his defense a little bit after the game. Is Cruz a little better out there than maybe people think?
Well, we hope so. I think we should all keep in mind it's not like the outfield's the outfield. Center field will tell you, outfielders will tell you that center field is the easiest place to play on the field for outfielders. And just taking a guy that's a right fielder and putting him in left field is not an easy change for guys. Different angles, the ball does come off the bat differently off left-handers' bats in left field. I mean, it's just a different look, and I've been real impressed the way he handled it. That's because of the work that he and Wayne Kirby did from the day he walked in a spring training. It was really one of our points of emphasis is getting him comfortable in left field, and he handled it well yesterday with the sun and the wind. That's probably the most of a wind factor I've ever seen in this ballpark day before yesterday.
And Zach Britton, 6 outs, all on ground balls. What is different about him that you've seen since spring training?
Well, he carried it over, to yesterday, day before yesterday, I should say, and we'll see what the future brings. It was one good outing, and he handled it well. We'll see how he feels physically when you ask him to do it a couple of days in a row. But because of his rest and the off day, I was able to extend him to 2 innings. So, so far so good. He carried. It's kind of funny. Guys who are throwing X mile an hour, when their first couple outings up here are usually a little bit less, and then as everything starts to relax a little bit, they kind of get back to their norm.
He's Buck Showalter. I'm Rock Kabatko. Thanks for watching.